In a given m times n grid, there is a robot located in the top left corner at grid of 0, 0 that aims to move to the bottom right corner at grid m-1, n-1. The robot is allowed to move only down or to the right. Knowing the dimensions of the grid, m and n, the task is to calculate the number of unique paths the robot can take to reach the bottom right corner from the top left corner. To solve this problem, we can use dynamic programming. We'll initialize a two-dimensional array road with m rows and n columns, where all elements are initially set to 0. The element road of I and j will represent the number of unique paths to reach the cell ij starting from the cell 0, 0, following the allowed movement rules either down or to the right. The robot can only move to the right to reach any cell in the first row. Therefore, each cell in the first row can be reached by continuously moving to the right, meaning there is only one possible path for each cell in this row. Similarly, the robot can only move down to reach any cell in the first column. Therefore, each cell in the first column can be reached by continuously moving downward, meaning there is only one possible path for each cell in this column. For any other cell ij, the robot can arrive either from the cell directly above it, i-1 and j, or from the cell directly to its left, ij-1. Thus, the number of unique paths to reach the position ij is the sum of the number of unique paths to reach i-1 j directly above and the number of unique paths to reach ij-1 directly to the left. We begin by populating the first row and the first column of the road matrix with the value 1 to reflect the single path available to each cell in these edge cases. After initializing the first row and the first column, for each cell ij that is not on the grid's edge, we fill in the matrix using the recurrence relation. The value stored at road of m-1, n-1 at the end will represent the total number of unique paths from the top left corner to the bottom right corner of the grid. Let's consider an example with m equals 3 and n equals 2. Road of 0, 0 equals 1, road of 0, 1 equals 1, road of 1, 0 equals 1, road of 1, 1 equals road of 0, 1 plus road of 1, 0, which equals 1 plus 1, that equals 2, road of 2, 0 equals 1, and road of 2, 1 equals road of 1, 1 plus road of 2, 0, which is 2 plus 1, that equals 3. Thus, the matrix will look like this. The total number of unique paths to reach from 0, 0 to 2, 1 is 3. In conclusion, the algorithm implemented for solving the unique paths problem on a grid is both efficient and straightforward. By correctly initializing the first row and the first column and applying the recurrence relation to populate the rest of the road matrix, we arrive at an optimal solution with a time and space complexity of O of m times n. This approach ensures that all possible paths are accounted for and that the result is calculated efficiently, allowing us to quickly determine the total number of unique paths for the robot. Now, it's time to test this code to ensure that it works as expected. Remember, you can always test with special cases or explore other solutions to deepen your understanding and enhance your problem-solving skills.